Good morning, Twin Cities. This is your Un-Bougie foodie, Wesley Wright. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning. As always, I want to thank you and show my appreciation that you're taking the time out to listen to the Un-Bougie Foodie Show. Again, I'm here every Saturday at 10 a.m. Right here on WEQY. I am actually Facebook Living right now. So, hey, folks out there that are listening as well as seeing me on air, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate that as well. If you'd like to follow me on Facebook, please do so. You could find me at the Un-Bougie Foodie or Instagram, which is the_Un-Bougie Foodie. There is also Twitter, which, like I always say, I never really rant about stuff. It is just a place where I'm sharing different points about food and my thoughts, ravings, whatever. But also, if you're interested in maybe leaving a comment or making a suggestion for the show, or maybe you have a suggestion about some place that you'd like to either have showcased or talked about on the air, please leave me a email as well at theunbougiefoodie@gmail.com. That's once again theunbougiefoodie@gmail.com. And I have to work things myself right here in the booth, and that's fine. I like that. I don't have a problem with that. I really don't. So just so everybody knows, I do this by myself, which that's not a bad thing. I'm always happy to have a guest or someone in I want to say the booth with me or at the radio station. I love that. So if you're interested in maybe being a guest on air with me, and you have maybe a food topic that you want to talk about, please get at me. You can. Again, morning folks on Facebook. If you have questions, leave it right there in the comment. Yeah, right there. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. I want to go ahead and jump into today's show. There are a number of new places, and I feel like we're in the time of people want to be indoors and be warm and so forth. So why not talk more and focus more about restaurants that are up and coming right now? Twin Cities Agenda actually put in a really great article about a number of places that are opening, and I'll mention a few of those. The one that I have probably talked about more than anything, or in the past, most recently too, is Market House Collaborative. Local chef Tim McGee, also a Minnesota's first James Beard Award winner. He is the man with the plan. He really is. Expansive dining experience is what he's trying to put together, and he's created a hub for some of the best eats in Twin Cities. So if you're interested in finding someplace really unique that you could go to and get a really great meal, I mean, just like think of, if you've ever been, I hope you've been to Midtown Global Market. Midtown Global Market is such a great example of like a food hall, or where different cultures are brought together and given, the public is given an opportunity to basically make their own choice on what they want to eat. And it could be like your entire family members. I mean, they could just disperse. But not trivializing Market House Collaborative, but Market House Collaborative is going to be in the Lower Town area. Specifically, it will have, right now it has Almanac Fish Market, Petersen's Meats, Octo Fish Bar, and then coming soon is going to be Salty Tart. Salty Tart. Again, it's going to be in Lower Town, and if you're familiar with where the uh, Heartland restaurant was, Octo Fish Bar, it's going to be there. Octo Fish Bar is going to be one of the standard places, that you're going to be able to sit down and have more of a seafood dining experience. Almanac is, a fish market. You can purchase fish there and then have it cooked at the Octo Fish Bar as well. So, they're collaborating together. And so, of course, the reason why it's called Market House Collaborative as well. The same thing with Petersen's meats. You'll have an opportunity to purchase the meat over there and then have it cooked over at Almanac, which this is just supposed to be a really great experience. And personally, I have not gone there as yet, but I will, and I will be able to give you more in-depth, maybe review or thoughts behind that when it comes to being at Market House Collaborative. There are going to be other places and vendors that are actually going to be coming into Market House Collaborative as well. So watch out for that. Salty Tart, by the way, it's has its own award-winning baker, which is Michelle Gayer. We know that there is a Salty Tart that is already in the Midtown Global Market, and so this is going to be the third location. And she's a renowned baker in the Twin Cities. So again, this is going to be the third location for the Salty Tart. If you're not familiar, but visit Midtown Global Market to taste some of her wonderful pastries and baked goods. Again, top notch in the Twin Cities. So if you've never had Salty Tart, there's an opportunity for you to visit. We're talking on sweets, so we'll move right into the next place, which is Rebel Donut Bar. And this is, I guess this is one place that has gotten, really great reviews because of the fact that they're mini donuts. They're not your regular sized donuts, so don't get it twisted, as they say. These young people. These young people. I'm a young person. Everybody's out here is a young person. Sorry. It's kind of goofy. It's a weird day, folks. It's really overcast and everything. Sorry. But Rebel Donut Bar, it's serving up flights of mini donuts. They started with a Kickstarter and also a GoFundMe campaign, and so they were, finally ready to open up a storefront to the public, and they've done it here. So very unconventional flavors. You could certainly visit rebeldonutbar.com to see a number of their different flavors that are available. You could order ahead of time. So yeah, definitely check them out. I don't think I've ever tried a donut flight before. If anybody has, let me know. Comment in the section there. Again, I'm on Facebook Live, so if you're checking me out or listening to me, or you don't have an opportunity to listen to me, you could definitely check me out on Facebook Live as well. Just saying hi to the world out there. So you could see that I'm wearing my Marvel shirt today. So again, thanks everybody that's tuning in or watching. So another place is Nolo's Kitchen and Bar. Again, and we're talking about new and upcoming restaurants. And I should be telling you where addresses of these places, and I apologize. So we're gonna go back a little bit. So first off, Market House Collaborative. We'll go to Rebel first. Rebel, they are located at 1226 2nd Street Northeast. That's Minneapolis, Minnesota 55413. Again, to learn more about them, you can visit rebeldonutbar.com. Let's see. And I will get you a marketplace collaborative in just a moment. But let me bring you information regarding Nolo's Nolo's Kitchen and Bar. They are. I'm sorry. They are apparently a restaurant that has a remarkable reputation as well. They are going to be offering. It's just for the North Loop is where it's located and why it's called Nolo Kitchen and Bar. I've not been there before, so I hope if there's someone that has gone there, maybe they might have some type of point that they could also bring out regarding it. But it's described as being modern comfort food, for all three meals. That's breakfast, lunch, dinner. And I love how they've indicated that it's all with ingredients that your mother can pronounce. I love that. Interestingly enough, for those that are, they are located at 515 Washington Avenue North. That's Minneapolis 55401. For those that are interested in maybe having a adult beverage after their meal, specifically maybe after lunch or dinner, they have another place that's right downstairs, which is called the Basement Bar. Again, I don't know if you would really kind of call it like a speakeasy. Speakeasies, kind of like a secretive place that people find out, or maybe they don't find out about it unless they, maybe through friends or whatnot. Yeah, but you could go to find out more information about the Basement Bar by going to Basement Bar MPLS for Minneapolis.com, and you can find out more information. But going back to Nolo's Kitchen, they offer breakfast, and noloskitchen.com is where you could also visit find out more information about Nolo's. Breakfast, a weekend brunch, and I'm just also looking at the weekend brunch as going along. But gosh, some of the items that they're standards, as I said, but eggs Benedict, a toasted English muffin, smoked porchetta, avocado spread, soft poached egg, hollandaise, and a side salad. They also have a smoked salmon Benedict as well. There are a number of omelets that you could have available. So yeah, check them out. Another new place. They're open. Weekend brunches are open Saturdays and Sundays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Again, if you want to find out more information, definitely visit noloskitchen.com, and you can find out. Look at their menu page. Trust me, look at their menu page. Mouth-watering stuff. So, again, another new place. I'm hoping that I'm going to pronounce them correctly. This is more of Asian fusion or Asian street food, we'll say. I think it's called Hi Hi, if I'm not mistaken. But they're saying that if you're you love and are a fan of Ola Arepa in Minneapolis, then you're going to be really excited about this project because the owners, they've taken on this project of offering Asian cuisine or Asian street food. So it's described as being a southwestern Asian street food restaurant and bar. It's supposed to be coming in fall of 2017. In Hai Hai means two in Vietnamese. And it's saying that it's a nod to the building's past life at 22nd Avenue Station. which is also called the Deuce Deuce, which was a dive bar, and another type of business. We'll put it that way. Anyway, there's going to be Asian inspired dishes. Chef Christina Nguyen, she's been growing up eating these types of meals and so forth, and so she's going to be offering them in this business or in this restaurant, and it's food from home cooking, from family celebrations, Vietnamese Sunday school basements, trips to South Asia, so on and so forth. And they will have standards too, like pho and pad thai. They're just trying to shine more of a spotlight on regional dishes. And so here they've provided, or are providing now, Asian cuisine. So hoping that you're going to look out for them. If you would like to find out more, again, information, go to hihimpls.com. That's HAIHAIMPLS.com. So if you're wondering, what type of cuisine is on the menu, definitely visit their website, because they have some mouth-watering stuff on their menu. I just want to tell you. I'm not sure what that interesting. It's like shrimp and bean sprouts and jicama, and maybe that's Thai basil, and I think that's mandarin. It's just this wonderful picture. Sorry, I'm staring at the picture there. Yeah, make sure you go to Hi. And I hope so. I hope, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, I'm glad. I'm happy. If not, please somebody let me know. Again, HAIHAI. All right. So the next place, this is going to be a multi-course Japanese type traditional dinner. This is, what is it called? Kaiseki Furukura. I butchered that. I totally butchered that. That's kind of embarrassing. So I'm gonna have to practice that. But as anyone knows, I love sushi. I love Japanese food. I am so interested in finding new places around the cities. Again, I just like to find out or taste different sushi spots. This is a new one that is actually going to be coming as well. The website, if you again want to find out for them, is Kaiseki Furukawa. I'm gonna spell it KAISEKIFURUKAWA.com. I don't like butchering people's names, especially when I practice, and then I'm trying for it to sound a bit more professional, on the air. This is a business that I hope to go to and show some love to. They are located at 33 North 1st Avenue in Minneapolis, 55401. The founding chef and co-owner, Shigeyuki Furukawa, he was born in Japan, and he became a chef in Tokyo. After he moved to Kyoto, he worked as with master chefs, and wanted to get still got a better, deeper understanding of the type of cuisine. So it's been a lifelong dream of his to have his own restaurant, and it's coming true. So he did have one, and actually, interestingly enough, it says that after 5 years in development, he's going to be open one to 2017, at the address I mentioned, 33 North 1st Avenue, Minneapolis. And it's on the second floor. I bring that out, so second floor. The menu, I'm just looking at the menu. Gosh. I've learned of some of these, like Island Anagi with steamed mochi rice, dashi simmered taro. So it's Japanese fare, but if coming from, it's a short list. That's not to say that that's a bad thing. You concentrate, I think, on restaurants that are concentrating on the things that they really, really know, and they are able to, as they say, really wow people with those. I don't have a problem with that. You don't need to have 40 different items on a menu. If it's just a one-page menu or something, I'm good with that. I will love everything that's on that one page and ask for other things over again. So anyway, getting off topic. Again, there are, Kaiseki Furukawa. They are now open, and was one of those new restaurants. Again, newest style of Japanese dining within the Twin Cities. It's, again, within a 5-year time frame that he's been in development, and it's finally come to fruition. So I'm quite sure that we're certain that he's excited and happy to have his own space. So if you really like Japanese food, which who doesn't? I don't understand people that don't like seafood or Japanese cuisine. I love Japanese cuisine. Anyway, yeah, definitely visit Kaiseki Furukawa. See, I did practice, people. I did. Next. And I promised you Market Collaborative, didn't I? I'll get that for you. Okay, so first off, if Market House Collaborative, you want to go to the website, it is just as the name says. Oh, wow. Maybe not. We'll find that out for you. We'll certainly find out. Anyway, moving on. Okay, there he is. Sorry, I had to take a moment to sorry about that. They're describing it as a food court. I don't really think it's a food court at all. A food hall is more of a likelier term, one that's more acceptable. But they are located at 289 East 5th Street. That's in St. Paul, 55101. It's going to have, again, as I mentioned, bakery, butcher shop, seafood eateries, all in an industrial type setting, which is going to be really cool if you be perfectly honest. You will have that chance to, you could go there now. Wow. You could definitely go there and enjoy the other restaurants that are, or the other food options that are there. Remember that, what is it? Almanac is going to have the opportunity to cook those fish or meats for you, and you could dine and have a really great meal. So check them out. So Again, that address is 289 East 5th Street. That's in St. Paul, 55101. And they're open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. today. So if you're interested, definitely go down and check out Market House Collaborative and any of those restaurants or food options that are going to be available in the food hall. So, all right. So I'm going to tell you about, there is an event that is coming up, and it is called the Soul Food Reimagined Soul Bowl. And if you've never heard about this before, I know I haven't, so I'm excited about it. But Chef Jared Class, and he has done pop-ups like this before. It's going to be neo soul food, as they described it, neo soul food created for the urban millennial. So it'll be customizable, very convenient. It's going to be offering comfort food. He's taken soul food that he grew up with, and he's added maybe an urban twist to it. He's using unique flavors as well as techniques to present the soul food in a more modern type of atmosphere. Flavorful, still healthy, eye-catching. So you have an opportunity to attend this. You could order certain items, and that's what they're saying, that it's customizable. You could order certain items, mix and match how you'd like your cuisine, and it's actually quite interesting. And I was looking at a menu the other day. I don't know if anybody else saw that menu. I'm hoping anybody saw that menu. Trying to find that menu. Anyway, first off, it is going to be located at 2015 North Lowry Avenue in Minneapolis. It is going to take place November 11th from 5 p.m. I think, hi, Barb. That's going to be from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. And then on the 12th, from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. So I was so disappointed at first. All I saw was the November 11th, admittedly. I was too excited. And I saw the 11th, and I didn't pay attention to the 12th because I had plans on the 11th. And I'm like, no, I'm going to miss it. And then I looked in further. If I paid attention, I needed to focus. It is November 12th is also going to be a second opportunity for you to participate or to attend Soul Bowl. Man, I'm so disappointed in myself because I had this menu and I cannot find it. Oh my goodness. It's incredible, people. I was noticing the menu and goodness. There it is. I found it. Okay, sorry. So if you go to on Facebook, I'm sorry for being all excited and jumping all around the place, but if you go to Soul Bowl, if you look for Soul Bowl online or on Facebook, you will see the event and some of the items that they have like on the menu. Base, it is a guy cauliflower mash, roasted cauliflower, parmesan, russet potatoes, and it's $3. Minneapolis mac and cheese. It ain't easy being cheesy. Florida dirty rice, roasted mushrooms, onions, Old Bay. Yeah, I love this. So you could, when you go there, you'll see the different menu items. So I mentioned the base, and it was for $3. So those three things that I just mentioned, I didn't mention all of them. I didn't mention the cornbread. I'm sorry, cornbread dressing. Those 4 items that are listed there, $3. So again, you have items that you could choose from and pick and choose and say, this is what I want. There's a $5 meats. There is turkey, smoked turkey, fried chicken, braised beef, and a dinner roast. Now, I wanted to also mention, interestingly enough, he for this event, they're mentioning that they are proud because recognizing that sometimes there are individuals that are vegan, or there's a certain type of meat that they might not consume. They are very proud of the option that they have, that they do not cook with pork, and they also provide a vegetarian, or provide vegetarian options. So you can pair that with, all of the different items that they have available. Again, wonderful opportunity to have a customizable menu. So definitely check out the Soul Bowl. That is going to be on November 11th. And on November 12th. So November 11th is going to be from 5 to 9 p.m. On November 12th, it is going to be from 12 to 5 p.m. And that is once again going to be at 2015 North Lowry Avenue in Minneapolis. So yeah, check them out. Remember, people are thinking about going. I'm one of them. Just if anyone's interested. Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone that has tuned in and said hello, or left a message, or liked me while I'm working here at the station. You can kind of tell that I'm behind the mic. Audience listeners that are listening over the radio, again, thank you as well for tuning in, listening to the Un-Bougie Foodie. I hope to actually offer, different further subjects. Last week's subject, I don't know if you missed or had opportunity to listen to last week's topic or subject. I had a young woman by the name of Morgan Chang in, and now a friend of the show, so thank you, Morgan. But our mutual friend Aaron Gabriel introduced her, and we had a really great discussion about culinary cultural appropriation. And we delved into that subject, me knowing that, again, I am I wouldn't say that I am a person that is trying to tell you the best place, or I know where the best place is, because I'm not from a specific type of culture. Now, mind you, Caribbean, Belizean, yes, that I will actually stay with, because yeah, I can tell you about some good oxtail around the cities. Just if you're interested. And oxtail, don't be afraid of it. If you're interested, we could probably get together and have some type of lunch, or go out and find some place that, as my suggestion, that you can experience oxtail for the first time. Fall off the bone meat. Good rice and beans. Yeah, if you're not familiar with good places like that, yeah, you need to listen to the show, and you'll find out a whole lot more information. Anyway, last week, no way at all am I trying to be the person to say this is the best place in town, this is the best sushi place in town, this is the best German place in town. Again, I could tell you of a great experience, but not being from that culture or whatever, I prefer not to be that person to say, yeah, that. I love that. Hey, LaShawn. Hope. Thanks for tuning in or checking it out. I appreciate that. I love talking to people, friends and family, new ones. Anyway, the subject of culinary cultural appropriation. I'm not going to go very much further into it since we discussed it last week. But again, I encourage you, if you've not heard last week's um, episode or discussion that we had, please take a listen. And I would love to find out your opinion. Feel free to send me an email at theunbougiefoodie@gmail.com. Leave a message on my Facebook page, letting me know what you think, how you're feeling about that. You know, it's great to hear others' opinions and just get their perspective on that subject. I know that it seems like, we talk about cultural appropriation, just society or human to human base, or how do I put it? Just on a level of how one group of individuals treats another group of individuals based on perhaps their actions, the way that they dress, the way that they take on different styles. Yeah, and it does actually happen in food as well. And that's something that's it's a great conversation piece. And if you want to discuss that with people, yeah, you can certainly, that's one that could go on for hours. I wish I had hours to do that last week too. But that is why I encourage you to get involved. Give me a call, either at the radio station, with your thoughts or comments. I believe you can do that by dialing 651-200-3479. Again, 651-200-3479. Yeah, so if you have any type of viewpoints on that, please let me know. I mean, if I don't get a chance to speak with you on air, don't let the conversation stop. You could certainly reach out to me by contacting me on Facebook again, or the Un-Bougie@gmail.com, and we could have that conversation. You never know, you might be invited to be a guest on an upcoming show to expound more on that subject of culinary cultural appropriation. This is a food show, and so wherein I do talk about social issues, specifically ones that are affecting the food world or realm, is what I'm trying to bring to you, and hoping that you're appreciating that information. So I would love to hear your viewpoints and your opinions on that. Thank you so much again, folks that are all tuning in and saying hello and your reactions. I appreciate that. This is probably the first time, really, that you've seen me, or if you've heard me on the air, that's different. But if you've seen me, I'm doing Facebook Live. So check me out on the Un-Bougie Foodie if you're ever interested. I'll try to do more of these along with me being on air. Engagement. You could always feel free to ask me a question down below. Again, I'm open for questions as well, or maybe just a comment. Just say hi if you wanted to. Okay, so I'm moving on. There is, and this, it's interesting that, some of the places that, I've talked about in the past, I don't know. I won't say that they're just being brought up in certain publications or whatever. I'm not at all saying that I am the first and foremost person to find something, because I think everyone does research across different lines of media and finding what is upcoming. But I will say that in the Pioneer Press, Twin Cities Pioneer Press talks about 5 Twin City restaurants to get excited about. One of them was Kayachiki. I believe that's right. It's the Japanese restaurant that is going to be in Lower Town. I have not had the opportunity to go to where it currently is. It's taking over the spot. It has taken over the spot that was formerly Tanpopo. So if you're familiar with Tanpopo, then you know that this new Japanese restaurant is now taking its place. There is one in the Kingfield neighborhood in Minneapolis, but it is coming to St. Paul, Lower Town area. And that's going to be what really they're aiming for mid-November to be open. And they're supposed to be at, again, the address of 308 East Prince Street. If you want to find out more information about them, you can certainly go to Kayachiki and look at their menu. It shows, gosh, I shouldn't be looking at food like this in the morning when I'm starving. They've got, they are well known for supporting sustainable seafood, and they offer a number of different items that are on your menu. Some new items that I'm quite sure that they're proud of: red snapper, sea urchin. That's something I haven't had, just by the way, sea urchin. But again, sustainable. By indicating that they're supporting sustainable seafood, they are making the choice to help protect our environment. And they mentioned that their goal of their sustainable seafood program is to increase the availability of sustainable seafood in the Twin Cities and to increase awareness of sustainable seafood issues throughout Minnesota. So if you are interested in finding out, what type of endangered, if they are offering any type of endangered seafood or fish or whatnot, you could definitely go on their website and find out specifically. There is a link to the Monterey Bay Aquarium Seafood Watch that they abide by. They use that. I don't want to say they use that as a guideline, basically, on the different types of fish that they are actually offering and preparing for their cuisine. They abide by that seafood watch, and the best choices, the good alternatives, and what you should be avoiding. So definitely, check them out. They're going to be, again, they're going to be located. They're going to be located at 308 East Prince Street in St. Paul. And that's Kayachiki. I think I said Kayachiki. Kayachiki. So, Surly pizza place. They've been busy. They've been installing a wood-fired oven to serve pizzas, and again, apparently creative pizzas. We know that sadly the Brewer's Table closed, and rather than letting the space go to waste, time to reinvent, and that's what they're doing. So they are, again, making these modifications to that restaurant area. and installing that wood-fired oven so that they can create apparently creative dishes, specifically about pizza. Now, they're supposed to be opening mid to late December. If you're not familiar with where Surly Brewing is located, it is 520 Malcolm Avenue Southeast, and that's Minneapolis. Again, 520 Malcolm Avenue Southeast, and that's in Minneapolis. So never fret. I know it's not the same thing. They are still going to be offering food options. So if you're definitely interested in supporting Surly as they go through this change and transition into offering different type of food than before, then definitely make sure to go out and visit them in mid to late December. They'll be open. I mentioned about Salty Tart. So these, I wanted to go a little bit further into that. They're going to be in the Market House Collaborative. And again, this is just coming from a perspective of the Pioneer Press. They're supposed to be having a target date of November 13th when they're going to be opening in the Market House Collaborative. So you don't have to, you can go to Midtown Global Market if you've never been, just to try to check them out and see what they're about. Please, great pastries, just off the chain, actually. I mean, I'm sorry, I know they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. Presentation is everything, as you probably have heard me say many times before. But to actually taste and place one of these pastries on your palate and let it just envelop you. Yeah, you have to experience it to understand it as well. So Salty Tart. Again, visit saltytart.com if you want to find out more information about them. Do that. The last is Parlor Bar. Parlor Bar is from apparently from a chef. His name is Chef Mike DeCamp. They are going to be at West 7th Street. And apparently, let's see, it's 267 West 7th Street in St. Paul. That's where the restaurant is going to be. Parlor, there is one already in Minneapolis, which is at 730 North Washington Avenue. But the one in St. Paul makes it convenient so that, yes, people in St. Paul can enjoy an opportunity for a really great meal, as well as maybe some adult beveraging for you, pre-gaming if you want to go say, you have an event and you need to have something that will quench your thirst before going into your event. Maybe at the Wild, maybe just at the XL Energy Center, and you don't want to really have to pay for an exorbitant amount of a beverage. You can start on the outside and then know that, okay, I'm only paying for my ticket to get in, or that's it. Anyway, they are again going to be located at 267 West 7th Street. So again, more places, new restaurants. Again, those are was it 5 or 4 that I gave you? Oh, there's the 5th one. I'm sorry, I forgot about the 5th one. Maya Cuisine. Maya Cuisine is a scratch Mexican cuisine. It's going to be opening 2 spots. One is going to be a sit-down restaurant, full service. That's going to be in the Rosedale Center. That's I want to say in my neck of the woods. I mean, but there is also, a food court stand that's actually going to be available in the the Maplewood Mall. I like a sit-down restaurant. No, believe me, no knock on the food court, but certainly, it will offer you a greater opportunity, fuller menu, again, full service at Rosedale Center. So I'm looking forward to that. That's supposed to be happening at the end of November. The Rosedale Center is going to be 502 Rosedale, and that is in Roseville, Minnesota. The one in Maplewood, the food court, is 3001 White Bear Avenue. That's Maplewood. So there you have it. The 5 Twin Cities restaurants that they're encouraging us to get excited about, and they'll be opening before the end of the year. I'll definitely find out more information by visiting Pioneer Press or each of those websites, the websites for each of the restaurants that I mentioned. So yeah. Gosh, sometimes you talk your way to the end of a show. God, thank you so much again for tuning in, people. I really do appreciate it. It's around this time that we talk about my favorite thing, and so today it's just going to be one. It's just going to be one. Get your Groupon. So I don't know if anybody has actually been to Jake's. I have been to Jake's probably a few years ago. Yeah, I liked it. I think there was a chocolate cake that they had that was magnificent. Let me just put it that way. Hopefully it's still the same thing, but for this, we are going to say that for $24, you could get $40 worth of food. Again, that's at Jake's City Grill. That is in Maplewood. And if you're wondering, they are located specifically... Come on now. 17... There was a pause somewhere with trying to bring up the address. 1745 Beam Avenue East. Again, Maplewood, Minnesota 55109. Yeah. $24 though. I mean, that's a really great price. It really is. I think for $40 worth of food, that's 40% off. Nearly 50. But so the one specifically in Maplewood, again, it's $40. It's valid Sunday through Thursday. It's $24. So take a look. Go ahead and check them out. I mean, they have a wonderful menu. Really great dining experience. Now, got to keep in mind there are certain limitations. One, as you know, with every Groupon that I've ever mentioned, there's always some type of fine print or expiration. Here, this expires November 30th. And you'll have to go and check out the Groupon specifically because, again, there are still some limitations as to what you could actually use it on. And I'll give you an example. They're not valid on happy hour specials and on the all-you-could-eat crab legs. So you can't go there thinking, I have a Groupon and I'm going to do the crab legs, all you could eat. It doesn't work that way. So anyway, there's certainly you can visit their website, which is jakescitygrill.com. If you want to find out more information about their menu, check them out. Definitely check them out. Wow. So that's our Get Your Groupon. Thank you all so much for tuning in to today. Those that have tuned in, Facebook Live, I really do appreciate it. Those that have tuned in through their radios, through other social medias such as, or networking such as the TuneIn app. Thank you so much. Again, you could check me out every week right here on WEQY. Again, 104.7, the voice of the East Side. I am your host, Wesley Wright. As I end every show, again, I do want to thank you, but also then encourage you never to let anyone tell you what kind of foodie to be, because really, it is all about the food. Until next time, peace.